Are you chasing money? Are you chasing wealth? Many of us hear the word wealth, especially with my podcast, Wealth, Yoga, Wine. Everybody thinks the wealth is about money. It's not. The wealth segment on my podcast is about a mindset. Here's the deal. So many people think wealth means money in the bank. As I said, it's a mindset. When we choose to think of and create an abundant lifestyle, there's 4 quadrants you want to tweak, you want to embrace, you want to improve. The first one is health and wellness, can be fitness, love and relationships, vocation, time and money freedom. Now I know people who have money and they have no time to enjoy it. That's why the time and money freedom is so vital, because if you are making good money, are you really taking the time to enjoy it? It's all about transformation, blueprinting to create the life you deserve, and mindset. And you're remaking yourself, and it's challenging. It's something I help people with. I am a conduit, and I lead you to Mary Morrissey's teachings because she has a spiritual side to success. And that's what an abundant lifestyle is about. I included Jim Carrey's clip from Dumb and Dumber because, as I mentioned, for summer, for our mental health, I really want to bring some more laughter to people's lives. I included Jim Carrey because historically, his history is that he was a comedian, but he wanted to be a successful actor. And he wanted his first contract from Hollywood to be $10 million. No one had done this. He would go up and look at the Mulholland Drive. He would go up every day and look at that sign of Hollywood. He finally did get that contract. Took a few years. He did get that contract for Dumb and Dumber for $10 million. So look at this clip. It also shows optimism. Price Pritchett talks about hard optimism. Sometimes, folks, we're going to see hard optimism in our lives. Kundalini Yoga also talks about adversity and success. You cannot have success, how Prakash teaches us, or anything in your life that's deserving and abundant without some adversity, without challenges. You can't have yin without yang. You can't have dark without light. You can't have winter without summer. It's important for us to embrace that adversity is going to happen in our life. This Kriya that I have included in the podcast details, the link, will teach you how to manage the yin and the yang. When adversity comes, when you're working on these 4 quadrants, when you're transforming yourself, when you're doing blueprinting, when you're changing your mindset, you're going to have these blips on the screen. This Kriya will reinforce your ability to let them bounce off of you, the adversity. I also believe it's important to find a teacher, empath, a shaman like Amy Harris, who has, like me, I have been studying Kundalini Yoga, which is over 5,000 years. She has studied with teachers who have teachings that are over 5,000 years old also. Chinese medicine is one of her specialties. She can teach you remotely how to practice Acupressure, which is one of the ways to heal yourself. It's also one of the major ways to do self-care. So virtually, she can teach you how to find your meridian points and apply the correct pressure. This can relieve tension, pressure. It can relieve trauma. All of these things she is capable of doing remotely, which is still where our world is in. Even though the pandemic has cooled down, I believe a lot of us still love working in all ways to be remote. She can also teach Reiki remotely, and she can teach cleansing remotely. Well, all of these services she is very competent in doing, has been doing it for 15, 20 years. Her use of these practices that are over 5,000 years old include herbal use, foods for cleansing, also the homeopathic tinctures, and of course employing the Chinese medicine, which goes back before the bugs were around on the planet. Okay, probably not. I have something, and all of her contact information is, of course, on my podcast details. I have really exciting news because I love particular wine stores, and West Palm Wines is my top 3 favorite. Some of you know, if you've been listening to the podcast, that Jim Cerna had an untimely death with cancer. His wife, Kate, is very much involved with the store. They started this really cool program called WOW, Wines of the World. And they will actually ship them to you. You will not find them in the store, so don't go into Ybor City looking for Wines of the World Wine Club selections. It just started, so I might not have all my information correct, but there is the Princess, the Queen, and then there's the VIP selections. I love that, Princess and Queen, my favorite. They are going to be hand-selected, and I can promise you, I have known them for 20-some-odd years. Mark Lasky, who is the guru there, and Dan's been there for 20 years. I've known all these guys forever. Jim Cerna is a Francophile. Of course, I love him for that, and Kate is a champagne slut, and I am too, and I love her for that. All the details are going to be in my podcast, so certainly respond to the email and ask them for some more information. Sign up. Don't wait. This is an amazing program. Tell them you heard about it on Valerie's podcast, Wealth Yoga Wine, and get yourself going. To wrap this up, don't chase wealth. Don't chase money. Take action on those 4 quadrants: health and wellness, love and relationships, vocation, time and money. It's all about transformation, blueprinting the life you deserve, and mindset. And contact me. I'm here to get you going. Kundalini Yoga, this Kriya is amazing. It's a super full moon today, so at least listen to Hara Prakash's Kriya. Lastly, certainly reach out to Amy Harris. I'm a big believer in self-care and self-healing. This is the gal to reach out to. She's been doing this for a long time. Cleansing is really, really important also, and she knows all about that too. And of course, Wines of the World from West Palm Wines. Sign up for this. I think this is one of the best wine clubs I have ever seen because some of them have absolute swill. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to name names. But really, West Palm Wines, they do it right. And I love that it's called the Princess. You have choices between the Princess, the Queen, or the VIP. That is way so much fun. I'm Valerie Hale. My podcast is Wealth Yoga Wine. I create this podcast every Wednesday to help people with their transformation, their blueprinting to create the life they deserve, and mindset. Merci et au revoir.